What's up, replay viewers? Let's see who tunes on in. Michelle in Oregon's checking on in, first one in the room, and good to see you, Mr. Stu and Lino Vincent, welcome. Good to see you, Ramona and Chiladian, smoke 'em if you got 'em. Good to see you, Donna and ABX Girl, welcome. Good to see you there, Michelle. Good to see you, Paul Greenwell, welcome. Good to see you, Mark Friedman. Good to see you, JC Droid with a $2 super chat. Good morning, JC. Thank you so much for the very generous $2 super chat. Much appreciated. Good to see you, William, out there in Brooklyn. Good to see you there, Griff in Vancouver, Canada. Welcome, and RJ out there in Colorado. Welcome. Good to see you, Michelle King and Char Links. Welcome. Good to see you, Barbara C. Welcome. Good to see you, CB Earth Day. Welcome to a very loud and noisy Flushing Meadows, Corona Park, Queens. Hey, you're making a video? I'm going to make sure to do some work behind you. He's actually not doing anything. He's making sure that we get the sound of his machine in the live stream. So we're going to watch him work now. We're going to show you moving around an amazing amount of nothing with air. But good to see everyone. JC Joy, thank you so much for the very generous $2 super chat. Much appreciated. I hope everyone's doing well. A very exciting morning / early afternoon here in Queens. Reports all over Instagram have stated that there are cherry blossom trees blooming out here in Flushing Meadows, Corona Park. So let's see New York City's first official blooms. Good to see Anthony C. out there in Harrogate, United Kingdom. Welcome. Let's wait for 50 people to tune in, and then we'll activate the legs. I want to make sure a lot of people are watching this one today because this is going to be a very visual and fun live stream. And guess what? Not one, but 2 live streams today. We'll be inside the Queens Museum in a little bit, and we're going to see the largest architectural scale model in the world. Ange, I have seen Instagram, and it's looking good, Ange. Good to see you. Everyone follow Ange, a great live streamer from the Upper West Side. Ange, good to see you. Yeah, I've been seeing lots of reports on Instagram, and it's looking crazy out here. I have a feeling we're going to be wowed. Good to see you, Robert T. Welcome. And good to see you there. It's not counterfeit. No, it's not counterfeit. Some of these trees were actually gifted to the city of New York by the Japanese government. So we are seeing some of these trees out here are gifts from the Japanese government. We got to see, we're not in Midtown, we're not in Manhattan, so the build up to 50 viewers is a lot slower. We're not in a very dense urban setting. Take a shot, replay viewers. Every time you hear the phrase or you see the phrase in the chat, where are all the people? Where are all the people? In this case today, they're at school, they're at work, they're on the train. Good to see you, Leela Sorensen. Welcome. Good to see what's that there? Hajav Valentine. Welcome. Used to live in Flushing, Queens. In the 1980s as a kid. Would love to go to Flushing Meadows every weekend with your parents. That's a beautiful thing. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Jahav? I'm going to say Jahav Valentine. Welcome. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. I'm feeling a little bit better today, Michelle. I think yesterday was a very good therapeutic day. Getting out, I think it was a good decision to get out. We're out today early in Flushing Meadows for one main reason, and that's because it's going to rain later on today. But I have seen pictures, freakishly large, pictures of an amazing, well, by the way, a tour group has just walked in. These might be either an Instagram group or these are probably tourists. I think these are out-of-town tourists. But let's get into the park. The number 7 entrance to Flushing Meadows, Corona Park, Queens here. This was one of the main entrances for the World's Fair. But today we're going to go down this way towards the Fountain of the Planets. And let's make our way over in that direction. Actually, let me see, my bag's closed over here. I'm so excited to see these cherry blossoms that I don't know if I secured my drinks properly. It's always like a NASA mission coming out here to Flushing Meadows from Coney. It takes me just about 2 hours to get here from my front door in Coney Island. So a 2-hour trip for all of you guys. But I have a feeling that today is going to be a very fortuitous day when it comes to finding these first blossoms here in Flushing Meadows. Enjoy the walk through Brooklyn, Donna. I'm glad you enjoyed the walk through Brooklyn. It was a nice day yesterday. And it looks like we're getting a little bit of sun. We may be seeing the last little bit of sun for the next, 40 hours. So last little bit of sun here in New York before the rain-snow mix. I'm not particularly very excited about tomorrow. It's going to be tomorrow morning's snow. I actually might have to work in it. But hey, you'll get some short videos out of it, I guess. John Capola out there in Fort Myers, welcome. And Robojax is tuning on in London. Yeah, 2 hours, Ange. 2 hours, baby. Good to see you, Colleen. Welcome. He's just moving around dust. What is he doing? He's just moving around dust. They're just moving around air. They're just moving around air. My God. Anyway. Fountain of the Planets just up ahead. RJ's chiming in with every Monday, 25 cents for kids. And to enter the World's Fair too many times. RJ, wow. Did you visit the World's Fair, RJ? That's amazing. Were you a kid visiting this fair? Good to see you there, Tina. Welcome. Yeah, he's earning his keep moving the dirt. What the hell? At least in Central Park, they sweep first and then get it in a thick pile, and then they use the blowers there. Anyway. All right. We'll get a very dramatic approach to our Unisphere. But really nice out here. Really chill. It's nice going with the commute and then suddenly going against the commute. Taking the N train from Coney Island, Stillwell Avenue, all the way to Queensboro Plaza. So it's always fun to see the train get empty, then really packed, and then empty again, and you just never leave your seat. Anyway, one of the cleanest parks indeed. Goodbye to Rosie, the queen of Corona. See you, me and Julio down by the schoolyard. There you go, Lena. Song lyrics, people, song lyrics. I'm still waking up to a certain extent. Good to see you, John. Happy Friday. But get ready for the world's largest architectural scale. Wait, they're moving all this. Wait, but there's all this horse shit right here. What are they cleaning up exactly? There's all this horse shit. Anyway. Oh, Flushing Meadows. He's so crazy. Of course, checking the approaches into LaGuardia. Making my way out here, and they're doing, they just switched to an over the Bronx water approach from the north there, so. Just missed it. Earlier this morning, I think a few flights took runway 4 in. But the Park of Kitsch, the modern world, Flushing Meadows, Corona Park, Queens. Good to see you there, Jeanette Trainer. Welcome. Sunshine after the rain. Welcome. And it's before the rain in this present moment. But I hope everyone's doing well on this Friday. Oh yeah. Holy crap, there's that many trees. I'm purposely now maintaining the shot so you don't see what I see. Holy crap. Holy crap. Yo, Mother Nature might be broken. But hib to all. All right. Metro Media Television, welcome. From the Bronx, now living in Long Island. Now not living in the city, really miss it. Thanks for the ride, Metro Media, you're more than welcome. Welcome aboard. Hala, welcome. Incredible history here in this park. Incredible history. This over here, this is the Fountain of the Planets. And this was a water spectacular light firework show that happened every night at the 1964-65 World's Fair. This had another kind of similar purpose for the 39-40 World's Fairs. But that's right over here. I hope it turns into some kind of fountain and not like a stadium or something like that. If we go off in this direction here, you will encounter the Queen's Botanical Garden. And where the Queen's Botanical Garden is, that was like an extension part. That was part of that 3940 World's Fair. 3940 World's Fair, a little bit larger than the 6465 World's Fair. Off in that direction, there's a pool, a large natatorium over there. And of course, Flushing, Queens, just over there and over here. All off in this direction here. Robert Moses' dream. Top of the morning to you, Scott. Top of the morning to you. It's a damn good morning. It's a damn good morning. We're going to make the best of it. Yes, Lino, we used to have some lighting features. Dino, well, what's today Dino's Wonder Wheel Park used to have some of the light stands from the 64-65 fair. Those are not there anymore. Those haven't been there for quite some time. But there's a very classic episode of Kojak where Kojak is talking to somebody on the boardwalk, and in the background, in prominence, the lights from the 64, but a couple of the light poles from the 64-65 World's Fair. Francisco Berlini, welcome. Can you see the same red? Well, the sun is here at the current moment, behind clouds. But yes, it's a little cooler out today. Yes, Scott, it's about compared to the last time I was live streaming. What is it? About 15 degrees colder, but it's fine. 15 degrees colder though. The court of the universe begins our tour as we have come down from the 7 train. By the way, Citi Field off in that direction over there also. We were right by Citi Field and one of the main entrances for the Billie Jean King Tennis Center. As we now stumble and wander towards the emblem, the crowning jewel of the 1964-65 World's Fair, the one, the only, the Unisphere, people, right up ahead. We're going to get right up underneath her, walk around, and we have a lot of like pre-bloom and blooming trees straight ahead. This is kind of crazy. WGW out there in Colorado Springs, welcome, sending all the love to you back. So the parachute jump would have been from this perspective here, would have been off in that direction. There's a couple of ponds over there, and there was the waterfront amusement area, and for both fairs. And that was off in this direction over here. So we would have to take this pathway here, and then you would probably see it like right over in this direction here. Right over there would have been. The amusement area was, I believe, a little bit larger also than the 64-65 fair, but they both utilize those little like man-made ponds or lakes. Yes, my grandchildren should have had a World's Fair. They deserved one. They were my grandchildren. Yeah. Basically, the 64-65 World's Fair is a product of grumpy old men in very powerful positions, political and corporate, colluding together to create a World's Fair just for their grandkids. Because damn nabbit, I'm not going to Seattle. Seattle's only 6 months long. What, a fucking needle? Okay, yeah. We got to bring this thing back to New York. Anyway. Good to see you, Steve Cruz. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're really reliving a lot of memories today, and later on this afternoon, we will be visiting the New York City Pavilion for the 1964-65 World's Fair and the 3940 World's Fair, the administration building for the 3940 World's Fair. That's a real adult joke. A lot of young kids wouldn't get it. Oh my God, yeah, Lino. I would give anything to see the lighting package for the Wiz production. Oh my God, it was like all in green, right? That and the Twin Towers. I mean, amazing setups. And of course, they did use the Cyclone. And some of those panels that are in the Wiz for part of the some kind of interior shots, if you will, of the Cyclone. You see some painted panels. Those are from the production of the Wiz. If you look close, if you actually watch the open to the live stream, if you look really close, you can see them. Anyway, Eric Mosley, welcome. We're getting closer to the rocket thrower here. We're getting closer and closer to the rocket thrower as we enjoy the bucolic emptiness of Flushing Meadows, Corona Park, Queens. I like to just imagine all the pavilions, and here I am just walking right along the fountain. Yeah, it was beautiful, Lino. It's one of the great things about living in a place that's so thoroughly filmed, is you can see the city in so many different times and eras and go to the exact same spot. Nicolas, good to see you. Happy Friday. Where are all the people? Where are all the people? They're in Midtown, making that money. They're downtown, doing the stocks. They're all over the city, inside the hospitals, the police precincts, the firehouses, the schools, the homes for the aged. That's where all the people are. Ah, the rocket thrower. Yes. TGIF, Scott. Sujith V, welcome. You're from India. Awesome. A participating country for the 1964-65 World's Fair. Yeah. Yep, Men in Black destroyed the Unisphere. Men in Black destroyed the Unisphere. And right over there, the spaceships are right over there. We're going to go underneath that in a minute. There it is. There it is. Can you see the color on the trees, guys? Is the camera picking that up? There's a lot of these trees here in pre-bloom over here. And I could tell there are groups of people here out for the cherry blossom hunt. This is not the main area, by the way, that we're going to see. There's an area where an entire grove is evidently blooming. I feel like I should get there now because I feel the other groups are just getting here. And we got time to kill, so we could leave the groves and come back. Let's get out of here. Let's because I literally see groups of people flocking over there. And I know they're doing what I did. Like for the last 2 days, it's like, what? Flushing Meadows is blooming? So, look at cooking here. A lot of people from parks attempting to look like they're working. Because parks calls to no one. You see the color, Scott? Oh my God. Yeah, I have a feeling a lot. Yeah, look at this. All these trees over here in pre-bloom. All these trees are in pre-bloom. I'm going to have to come out here I'm going to have to come here next Monday. I'm going to have to come back here next Monday. ICU Investigations, good to see you. Went to the 64-65 World's Fair. Nice. RJ, when he lived across from St. John's University, your dad always said, halfway from JFK and LaGuardia is the best location. Yeah. There's a couple of really beautiful groves here. But look at all these trees already come. There's a lot of pre-bloom going on right now. Holy cow. And there's literally, I can see I can see all the people are over there. Jeez Louise, a lot of people are doing what I did. We were seeing on Instagram for the last 2 damn days, all these pictures coming out of these trees blooming. By the way, this isn't the main area. There's an area where these trees are legit blooming. So we're kind of just getting there the dramatic way here. Zamir, welcome. Welcome to the show. Ah, there she is. The centerpiece of the 1964-65 World's Fair, the Unisphere, the largest representation of the Earth on this globe, tall as a 12-story building. The United States Steel Corporation fabricating this amazing structure. Good to see you, Lewis. You went to the fair too? You was 11. Nice. I hope I bring back some memories for you all who have visited the fair. And please stay tuned because a little bit later on, I am going to start up a new live stream. We're going to be inside the Queens Museum and we're gonna take a ride. Well, unfortunately, I can't find the audio, but we're gonna take a look at the world's largest architectural scale model, and we're gonna take a somewhat simulated helicopter ride over New York City. So stay tuned. It is impressive, RoboJacks. Literally one of my this is always one of my favorite things when I like to live here and to be able to take the subway and see this thing. It never gets old. It never gets old. The 3 rings circling the planet are for Yuri Gagarin and John Glenn, and the 3rd ring is for the Telstar 1 satellite, the world's first telecommunications satellite. So RJ, evidently this structure could last 1,000 years. With proper maintenance, this thing could last a very long time. What I think New York City should do is they should recreate the lighting package they had for the 64-65 World's Fair, because the lighting package was so convincing, many people thought this whole thing rotated. But they did have a lighting package which simulated clouds going over the planet, and yeah, in some of the pictures you could really tell the lighting was amazing. Good to see you, Friendship Lights. Talk about huge model. Good to see you, Friendship Lights. Everyone, check out Majors_Minis over on Instagram. That's a great artist from South Brooklyn. Good to see you. Looking at one of my favorite things. Once saw it from the car. Oh yeah, had no idea. RoboJacks, it happens. It happens. Now, are you guys ready for this? As the sun comes out, oh my God, dramatic. As the sun comes out. The sun is coming out. Good to see you there, Friendship Lights. Abbas, welcome. Good to see you, Jerry. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Look at this, guys. Look at this. What? What? These things are out? Why are these things out? It's freaking, was it March 10th? What the hell? What the hell? Look at this. This is crazy. I swear I have never seen blooms and blossoms out this early in my life. I have never seen this before. I'm going to be very honest, ladies and gentlemen. Very pretty indeed, but it's a little crazy. It's a little crazy. Activity 79, don't work too hard there. Back from work, don't work too hard, man. So eventually this whole ring here, I don't know if you can tell, there's some more over there, there's a few more over here. Eventually this whole ring is gonna get going. But I'm gonna have to come back here like Monday. I'm gonna have to come back here Monday. And you know, I have been going over Instagram and Twitter and stuff, and yeah, they're going, we saw the pre-blooms, Lois, in Central Park. And yeah, I could imagine over by the reservoir, they're just like this here. Yesterday we were in the Brooklyn Botanical Garden, there were a few, but not too many. But just unbelievable that they're already out. They're really blooming in Vancouver, Scott. Wow. Cloudy day today, Edwardson. Cloudy day. But boa tarde, Brazil. Nebul, bienvenue. Everyone follow Nebul. Great live streamer from the Bay of Saint-Tropez. Watching Paris-Nice, Nebul. I've been watching Paris-Nice. Catching up on my bicycle racing last night. There's some good racing happening over there in France. Look at this. Wow. Guys, this is incredible. This is incredible. If they're already blooming up in freaking Vancouver. There's literally, we have crowds of tourists here. And look at all the petals here on the ground. Look at all the petals already on the ground. Now I know some of these trees have like three bloom cycles. So they're gonna bloom a couple of times before it's done. But just incredible that these trees are coming out. Okay, Nibble, okay. It's all good, Nibble. If you can't make the bicycle race, it's all good, man. Early spring indeed, Donna. This isn't even the main area. This is like a build-up to the main area. So, but I'm gonna have to come out here on Monday. I'm going to have to come out here on Monday. And if my wife is watching, we're coming out here Monday early. If the weather is good. Because this is just insane. Good morning, Darlene, welcome. Snowing hard in Cleveland. Darlene, that's why I'm here this morning. It's gonna snow here tomorrow. It's gonna snow here actually at midnight tonight going into the morning. Supposedly around 10 o'clock in the morning, there's gonna be some kind of snow burst lasting until around now, 11 o'clock. But we could here in New York City get about an inch of snow. It's gonna be a generous inch, so it actually will be, I could see it being an actual inch of snow, but inch of snow, that's it, it's like nothing. Let's go, let's head on over here. I cannot believe we're seeing blossoms and blooms already. This is just incredible. Look how they're all on the ground here. Can you see all the petals? Wow. Now all the petals. We're gonna lose all of these, I have a feeling, in the next 24 hours. Good to see you from Privyet from Russia. Jay Chulo, welcome. Elise, welcome. Earliest spring ever, Michelle Bliss. Good to see you. This is pretty crazy. I've never seen blossoms this early. I've seen blossoms bloom. I've seen trees bloom in later, like the last or third week of March, but never within the first like week and a half of March. You know what, Roger? You never know, Roger. Stay tuned. Stay tuned, Roger. Lovely color indeed, Shar. That sun keeps on trying to pop out here, so at least we're getting a little bit of sun here, warming everything up just slightly. So it's actually quite nice out here right now, but I am wearing a little bit more clothes compared to yesterday. A little bit, have one more layer on compared to yesterday, but I'm not wearing gloves. I'm not doing anything like that, so nothing crazy. But look at all these, I can't get over how many trees here are already beginning to blossom here. Off in a distance, the tent of tomorrow and the New York State Pavilion. And some more trees. Some more trees doing a little blossom right here. Yeah, sky's looking good for now. The rain is expected to come into New York probably around 4:30 now. It's looking a little bit earlier for the rain. "4:30, 5 o'clock, the rain's gonna start coming in light. And then by around 6, 7 o'clock tonight, the rain should be moderate to heavy. And then that's gonna change over to snow at around 11 o'clock midnight tonight. And then after that, all bets are off until about 10, 11 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. So I'm seeing if I might have to do a bicycle tour in the snow, which I haven't done in a very long time, but it could be done. But I am feeling better, Colleen, slowly but surely. Getting out and doing these live streams seems to help. Take my time walking Enjoy the scenery. Ah, look at this thing. The weather is crazy. It's warm out here right now. It's not cold. It is warm out here. Look at this. This is crazy. This is crazy. I know, Ian. Ian, isn't this crazy, Ian? Are there already trees popping off in Prospect Park? We saw a couple yesterday kind of doing a pre-bloom. Good to see you, Ian. This morning had the first snowflakes. Nice. Finally snowing in the Netherlands. I'm feeling it. I'm not still not 100%, but I'm definitely feeling a little bit better. And I don't know if you guys heard the red-tailed hawk. Yeah, there's a red-tailed hawk. There are a couple of red-tailed hawks that live here in Flushing Meadows. If I see a red-tailed hawk, I will point it out. John Lore, good to see you. John Lore, I might give you a reason to come out here on Monday. I might give you a reason to come out here on Monday. I don't know if it's going to look this good, though. I think today is going to be like the day before like the rain and snow decimate this, but then again, you never know. Let's head on over to here. Let's head on over. Let's head on over to this grove over here. The tent of tomorrow. The New York State Pavilion. Actually, setting up the live stream, I walked down this very pathway. Guess what? Right here on YouTube, you could find a video of the king of the trumpet, Al Hirt. He rides down this pathway here on top of an NBC television broadcasting truck, and he plays a medley of songs with a band, and they literally travel. They're right here. So if you want to see this very pathway going in this direction, just look up Al Hirt, World's Fair. It's a live broadcast. It's a little blurry, but it's a really cool piece of history. So this building right here, this is the New York State Pavilion and the tent of tomorrow. New York State Pavilion designed by Philip Johnson as one of the permanent buildings for the 1964-65 World's Fair. If we go straight down this pathway here, you will encounter the Astral Fountain, and then there's a little footbridge that takes you over to the lake amusement area, which featured the states of Hawaii and Florida at the 64-65 World's Fair, also the amusement area. But for the 39-40 fair, that is also the amusement area. And if we go down this way and then make a left after we go over the bridge, you would have encountered the Lifesavers parachute jump. Ian, we definitely will be seeing the panorama at around 1:15 Eastern Time. Yes, we will be seeing the panorama. Wasn't that cool, Ramona? Absolutely. Good memories there, Beach Mum. Awesome. But we are going to go into the panorama because you know what? Since I'm all the way out here, guys, right? Since I'm all the way out here, John Lauren, his first, and his wife had their first date here 43 years ago. Wow. Nice. I tell you, the memories in this place, the memories that people have in this place are amazing. It's always amazing. Oh my God. I can't believe this. Oh my God, guys. Guys, this is going to be, I'm going to do such a reveal right now, guys. I have to do a proper reveal of this. This is insane. This is insane. All right, at least it's not the whole hole. Okay. All right, guys, here we are. We're underneath now the towers and the tent of tomorrow, the New York State Pavilion, and we're going to turn our attention to this grove of trees over here. Now, I believe this grove of trees was donated to the city of New York by the government of Japan. So we usually have some really nice cherry blossoms happening here, but look at this. The outer exterior, I don't even think it's in pre-bloom, maybe it's in pre-bloom. But look at this down here. That isn't from Men in Black 2 there, Will. Good to see you. That is from the movie Men in Black. Look, right in here. And Johnny Mocha, good to see you. Look at this. How crazy is this? Guys, look at this. And we're all alone in here practically. It's like literally 3 people in here. Look at this. Let's just take this in. Oh my God. This is insane. Well, if you're here before 4 o'clock, get out here, because I don't think this is going to survive the snow and the rain. Good to see you, Sally. Isn't this crazy, Scott? It's beautiful, right, guys? It's really beautiful. Welcome to the show, touring different places. Wow. Just crazy, insane. I mean, this whole grove here is just popping. How crazy is this, guys? I'm glad you guys are loving this. Got that spring feeling, right? I don't think they're going to survive. I don't think they're going to survive. Yeah, I know. And then Monday to Tuesday, yeah, Jim, I don't think these are going to survive. I think these are the trees that bloom like 3 times. So I'm really hoping some of this lasts, but I don't think it is. But then again, we got the outer, we have the area that's closer to the road here. There's a clear demarcation here from the ones that are closer to the road. Good night there, Suti V. Good to see you. Have a good night out there in India. But we're just getting started here if you're just tuning in. A half hour? Pff, that's not even a live stream yet. Yeah, I know. Now we need to take a ride on the Wonder Wheel. That's coming up in April. So lots of progress, Johnny. They're going to begin to do the tension wires soon, but they're doing all the lighting work. The towers are going to be painted, I believe, in like springtime, like soon. But I think the tension ring got a little bit of a touch up also. But yeah, work is being done on the tent of tomorrow. Look at this. This whole grove here is just going. This is incredible. Early spring, guys, huh? Early spring. We got our first cherry blossoms of the season. Everyone's like, oh my God, when are cherry blossoms gonna happen? Well, I think we got the first ones. 23 days until the Wonder Wheel and 21 days until the shopping cart. Oh yeah. Yeah, buddy. I'm ready for the shopping cart. Wow. Ken, good to see you. Welcome on into the show. Oh my God, Roger. You're new to the channel. Roger, we see all the cherry blossoms here, Roger. We try to see all of the cherry blossoms. So we're going to be all over the city. We're going to go to the Brooklyn Botanical Garden. We're going to go to the New York Botanical Garden. We're going to go into pretty much all boroughs, even Staten Island. So yes, cherry blossoms are coming. If only my career bloomed 3 times. Well, you know what, Jerry? It's never too late to start all over again. Shopping cart. So the name of it. So Scott, yeah, the shopping cart is the Coney Island Thunderbolt. The new Thunderbolt. It kind of runs like a shopping cart. It sounds like a shopping cart, so I call it the shopping cart. So yeah, the Coney Island Thunderbolt roller coaster is the shopping cart. This broom brought to you by global warming. That's right. How many careers did I have at this point? Let me think about it. Until I found my calling. I mean, I think I did like 4 different things. 4 or 5 different things. I had to reinvent myself so many damn times until I was content and happy with myself. Taping up the maple syrup there, nice. Right here, right next to the highway here. No, I'm not that far from the Queens Botanical Garden. We'll be going there too. Even though I don't think they have too many like nice cherry blossom, like, well, at least cherry blossom like blossoming trees. I don't think they have too many. Good morning, Susan. Look, if you got to come to Flushing Meadows for blossoms, it's going to be in this area right here. This is the spot. This is the spot that everyone comes out in. Now, to give you a really good wayfinding on where we are, I have stumbled in to the Westinghouse Pavilion and the time capsules of the 1939-1940 World's Fair, and also the time capsules for the 1964-65 World's Fair. You know how close I am? It's right there. So we just mosey on up over in this direction here into these pine trees, and we come to our time capsules. Tien Naijen, welcome. Hello, people. Oh, I appreciate that, Hala. Ibrahim, merhaba. Look at it. Here it is, people. Here it is. So, tent of tomorrow, the New York State Pavilion, right over there. We got our blossoming trees off behind here in the distance. And look at that color. Really cool. But here's our time capsules. Will mankind last for 5,000 years? I don't think so. And I think we're going to open this before 5,000 years, to be honest. But the time capsules of the two World's Fairs. This is how you find the cherry blossoms. So you look for this building, and if you can't find the blossoms, which is going to be right here. A lot of the trees blossom right here to the roadway, so you're going to see this. But if you really can't find it, nice picture opportunity here at the Westinghouse Pavilion and the time capsules. Ooh, the sun is coming out, guys. Let's get back into this grove here and really soak this up, because I think these guys are going to be completely bare by the time, by Wednesday. We got a little pop of color right now. Yeah, Roger, it will be really hard for me to open those time capsules. They're buried they're 30 feet down or something like that. They're really far down, and then they're encased in concrete, and then it's like a tube. Oh, yes. I gotta get back here into the sun. Wow, guys, I can't get over this. This is incredible today. This is incredible. I really can't believe we're seeing this. New York City is beautiful. There's so many great facets to the city. It's nice to get out of Manhattan. It's nice to get out of Midtown, more importantly. People sometimes get mistaken with New York as simply just Midtown. And it's not. Oh, we got a dog approving. A dog in a carriage approving of the amazing cherry blossoms here. The dog is incredibly happy. Look at this. Wow, the sun's popping out. Sun's popping out here, so we got to take advantage. Get these views in here. Got to get these views in, because this is not going to last. We may be some of the few people to actually enjoy this properly right now. Yeah, Central Park was beautiful last time we were up there. We saw some blossoming trees up there. We saw some pre-blossom trees. Yeah, I gotta get my vitamin D before the before the rains come in. Yeah, Michelle, just beautiful indeed. I appreciate that, Beach Bum. Lots of archives of the various blooms, yeah. I realize, Beach Bum, that like, I know I'm gonna really cherish these broadcasts like 10 years from now. I'm gonna like look at all this. It's like, oh, like you remember when the trees bloomed? You know, it's like stuff like that. Remember when we did that? I am very nervous for these trees, but then again, you never know. This is definitely like just like a moment in time. Lino, you know, there's lots of beauty all over the world. And, you know, I always say to each his own, but for me, my obsession is New York. I do obsess over New York to a certain extent, so I love showing New York in all facets. And, Florida is fun. Suburban, not so much. This is how you, how did I found out about this? Clara, Instagram and Twitter. You're more than well. Yeah, Roger, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, no, these are like moments in time. Yeah, I know, Darlene, it happens, Darlene. Yeah, it's already happening with 4-year-old live streams, right? You watch some of those and it was like, boy, that was fun. I love how everyone's just out here enjoying this. The dog is approving. The dog in the carriage is approving. The dog barking it signals that it's an early spring. It's going to be an early spring. Early spring, everyone. It's official. The dog is barking. No, yeah, exactly. Nothing happens in New York City without me knowing. That is very true, Jim. That is very true. I have known about this for the last 3 days. This has been coming together. Arjan, welcome. Yeah, I've been seeing this formulate for the last 3 days. So, and especially yesterday, some people got some really beautiful pictures yesterday. But this is just incredible. It's all good, RoboJax. Thank you so much for hanging on out. I'll be on a little bit later on today. We'll be at the Pavilion of New York City, and we're going to experience the world's largest architectural scale model, the panorama. A picnic around here is pretty nice, Phyllis. A picnic around here is pretty nice. I'm feeling better. Not 100% still, but I'm getting there. Yesterday was definitely very good for me. All right, let's come all the way down and come all the way up, and then let's kind of walk around the periphery of the park here. Yeah, there's a go live function here on YouTube. They're touring different places. I forgot how you exactly invite people to the broadcast. You can't do it during the broadcast. You got to figure out who you're going to invite to the broadcast before you start it. So I don't know the exact mechanics of that. I also, oh, the dog is barking out the door. Okay. Did you hear that? Yeah, so, and also it works on the YouTube standalone app, the go live with people, so. The color is soothing. Have to agree there, Mark. Lived in Flushing and walked the park many years ago. Oh, yeah. But yeah, have not used go live together with people just yet. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? Did you hear that dog? That was like a German Shepherd hanging out of the side of a car. Wow. Oh, you would like me to be on your broadcast? Awesome. Well, what would you like to talk about? Let me know the subject matter. And Men in Black. The towers of the New York State Pavilion. Right there in the background. Tent of Tomorrow just off to the right-hand side there. Investigator, you're more than welcome for the stroll. I tell you, I can tell there's a few Instagrammers have just arrived out here. Got a nice corgi there. I wonder if that's a Instagram corgi. Oh, you would like to talk about the different trees and roses, about springtime colors. Oh, awesome. You like Botanical Gardens? Nice. There's a happy dog. To have this whole beautiful landscape here just to himself, just for himself here is pretty cool. All right, so let's walk around the periphery here of the park. There's a couple of other spots that I know have blossoming trees, so we're just gonna go around the edge of the park right now. Coming up to the hour here, my timed entry ticket for the museum is at 1 o'clock, so I'll start making my way to the museum at 1. But for now, since we have another hour to kill, we're going to come back here. So if you just tuned in and you want me to just keep on walking through the grove here, we're going to get back here before we go into the Queen Museum. Because this is the more popular area that has been shown the last couple of days. So we're going to be back here one more time before we go into the museum. And but let's make our way around the periphery of the park, and then we'll make our way to the Unisphere, and we'll show you some other artifacts here in the park. Austin City Limits, welcome. Every time I see your name, Austin City Limits, I think of that TV show, and then I think of like Willie Nelson or something like that playing. A Lazy Sunday on PBS is always Austin City Limits. Fruit trees are blossoming out there in New Mexico. Boy, this is crazy. It's getting crazy with this whatchamacallit, with this winter and season happening right now. Do they allow filming in the museum? Not the entire museum, Hala. Basically, the only galleries that I'm allowed to actually live stream in are the panorama and visible storage. So the panorama and visible storage are kind of connected to each other. But in the other main galleries where the main exhibits are, no, not allowed to live stream in there. And some of that subject matter sometimes it's like really heavy. Like Queen's Museum sometimes gets crazy with their exhibits. Like they'll talk about very serious stuff. But I've been live streaming in the panorama for, it's going to be 7-8 years, which is just incredible. As we come around the corner here, the Maloof Skate Park coming into view. It's the site of the Astral Fountain. I mentioned it earlier, around an inch we're going to get tomorrow. It's going to be a very wet, slushy inch. Yeah, Darlene, sometimes they have very interesting exhibits. Ethan G, welcome. So the Astral Fountain would have been the stainless steel column where the water would spout out from. Looked pretty cool. Gregory Kelly, good to see you. I wish I could have gone to the World's Fair too. I do always obsess over this World's Fair because I just wanted to be at it. Yeah, an inch if we're lucky. Yes, it's going to be I'm calling for a very wet, slushy inch. Looking at some of the guidance this morning and kind of malazing over it on the subway coming up here. It's again, very wet, slushy inch. We're going to be lucky if it even looks good. It may not even look good. Monday going into Tuesday looks a little bit more interesting. Trying to imagine 3940 fair. There's a few things left, Lino. There's a statue of George Washington that was here for the 3940 fair. That's way on the other side of the park from here. But there is a George Washington statue from the Freemason Pavilion. Julie, UK, welcome out there in London. So this footbridge right here, this will take you to the lakefront amusement. And if we were standing right here at the 3940 fair, we would probably see the tower of the Lifesavers parachute jump right over here. It'd be right about here. And I would give anything to ride the parachute jump, whether it be here in Flushing Meadows, Corona Park, or down in Coney. But any moisture is welcome indeed. Austin, are you having a drought down there, Austin? Welcome to the Vatican Pavilion for the 1964-65 World's Fair. This is where Michelangelo's Pietà and other art treasures were shown right here, just about here. So Gregory, both World's Fairs happened in the same spot right here in Flushing Meadows, Corona Park. But the 3940 fair was slightly larger, and that larger footprint, that kind of area just to the north of today's Flushing Meadows, is today the Queen's Botanical Garden. And some of it's actually developed into apartments. Big time. Oh no. Whoa. If Mother Nature could send Austin city limits some moisture, that'll be much appreciated. That's a shame. I think we're like good here in New York officially. We were at a slight drought. Now we're like good. Yeah, the Pietà. You stood on a moving conveyor belt to view the Pietà. And it was like the top three, like it was second or third place, or the most popular venues and here at the 64-65 World's Fair. Robinson Lopes, good to see you. Welcome on into the show. Yeah, all the way from Rome. Isn't that crazy, Lino? I mean, to transport something like that. It was like the one of 2 times the Pietà was ever transported. Something crazy like that. Anyway. Sarah, good to see you. Any live stream plans this weekend? I don't have anything necessarily planned just yet. Saturday, if I have to work in the rain, I'm going to come straight home. I'm not going to stay in the city and live stream after I just rode a bike in the rain or snow, whatever the hell happens Saturday morning. If the weather looks really bad, really iffy, we'll see. But I don't have any plans necessarily to get out either tomorrow or Sunday. I think we're going to get out, but I don't know where. Just got a flashback from the AT&T Pavilion. I would give anything to see that multi-screen image. So the AT&T Pavilion, was that? No, that was the Bell Systems. I'm thinking of the Bell Systems where you put on the headphones and you learned about how telephones work. The IBM exhibit where the entire audience got lifted up into the theater. Oh, I'd give anything to see these things. Good to see you, Din Din. Welcome. Welcome on into the show, Din Din. All right, 12:05. Over here, we usually get some blossoming trees. I'm not seeing any over here. So we're just going to come back around. We'll head over to the column of Jerash. Yeah, wait, what's a cell phone? But I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. It's a small world after all, indeed. The a Pepsi-Cola Pavilion and UNICEF brought to you Walt Disney's It's a Small World. And parts of that, most of that, right, is over in Los Angeles, over in, not Los Angeles, Anaheim, over at Disneyland. The Mustang was revealed. You could actually ride in a Mustang in the, what was that thing called? The Ford Pavilion had an amazing, you time traveled in a car. What was the name of that one there? The Magic Skyway. The Magic Skyway. Ford's Magic Skyway. I would give anything to see that. You wait for the Mustang to come around and you sit in it. But of course, the one that I really obsess over is, of course, Futurama 2. Futurama 2. Make our way back over to the Unisphere. How the dogs from yesterday's marathon? Oh, they're doing good, Din. They're doing good. I'm out here now, right? I'm out here now at, what's it, 12:05. Wow, still available online for purchase. Wow, pretty cool. All right, so we're gonna make our way over to the column of Jerash. A little grove that usually blossoms is not doing it yet. So we'll make our way over to column of Jerash, and then we'll make our way back towards that grove of blossoming trees. I have just about 55 minutes to kill before making my way in. Yeah, John, I'm out here early because, it's going to take, after coming out here and everything, I got to go home. Oh, somebody's having fun. Let's fuck with this guy here. He wants to be a wise guy, so we'll walk right in his line of sight here. Come on. Yeah. You got to go slow now? Okay, he's going to go slow. Yeah, Futurama 2. Is that what Ben? Futurama 2 was the General Motors Pavilion there, Darren. Good to see you, Rick Fisher. Welcome. No need to apologize for tuning in late. I don't have a schedule here, so technically you cannot be late. Always remember that. That's why the notification bell is very important. Because again, I never know when I'm going to go live next, but going through Instagram for the last couple of days, seeing what was coming together here in Flushing Meadows, I was like, I got to get out here today. I got to get out here today. Ooh, just had a cinnamon roll. Austin, I got a cinnamon roll in my bag, Austin City Limits. I got a cinnamon roll in my bag. Should I eat it right now? I'm kind of, I could go for some sugar right now. Oh, Rick, we've seen a lot. There's a whole grove of trees blooming here. We were just there. I'm kind of looking around the periphery for any more blooming trees, Rick. But I'm going to show you the ones that are blooming by the Unisphere, and then we're going to go back over to this grove that's blooming already. Din, how were the cookies? They were delicious. Only had one. Me and my wife only had one. Tonight will be the chocolate dipped cookie. Ted, I'm doing freaking great. How the hell are you doing? He was here 10 years ago. Couldn't find the Queens. Really? Couldn't find the Queens Museum? If you found the Unisphere, you found the Queens Museum. Did you not see the Unisphere? Did you only make it to the Billie Jean King Tennis Center? Which, by the way, have to say this. Me and my beautiful wife are extremely excited to be attending the 10th annual American Kennel Club Agility Masters Agility course as a part of the AKC week here in New York City. We're going to be seeing some of the best dogs in the world, or at least here in America, compete at the 10th annual Masters Agility, first time ever held here in Flushing Meadows, Corona Park, at the Billie Jean King Tennis Center. Let's go to Coney. Yeah, no, it's too cold to go to Coney. You know what, John? There's not a lot happening in Coney today. Not a lot happening. Katya, welcome. Yeah, John Lore. Yeah, I'm very excited to go see it. Margie Blah, good to see you. But look at this. This is incredible. It was less than $5 a day. Stefan, I think it was like $1.70. What was it, $4.75 to come to the World's Fair? I forget what it was. You like it when nothing's happening? Oh yeah, I feel you. I feel you. So the Governor's Ball is going to take place like over in that area over there. It's going to take place, Ed. And I'm very nervous to what's going to happen, how they're going to actually manage that thing. Because that's a lot of people. So hopefully they don't do too much destruction to the park. And Pamela Singer, good to see you. How many tours do I do average day? Well, Pamela, I work professionally 4 days a week, and then I got to do YouTube at least 6 days a week. So that's how often I work, Pamela. And Todd Scott with a $3 super chat. Todd Scott wants me to say hello to Pammy, so let's do it. Lloyd Lindsay Young, hello. Hello, Pammy. Good to see you, Pammy. Thank you so much for the very generous $3 super chat, Todd. Much, much, much appreciated. Have about 50 minutes before the first line of rain. Yes. Yeah. I timed it out perfectly, Jim. I knew I had to be inside the museum by 1 o'clock. I don't think it's going to really start raining until like 4. So I think I'm good until maybe 5. But so yes, RJ, the Billie Jean King Tennis Center is the name of the whole complex where the Arthur Ashe Stadium is located. So you have the Arthur Ashe Stadium. You have also the smaller Louis Armstrong Arena, and a couple of other ones in there that I don't know the names of. So Lino, the Unisphere pretty much takes care of itself. It requires very little maintenance. The maintenance that you really only need on the Unisphere is there's tension wires connecting the 3 orbit rings, kind of like a bicycle rim. So they got to constantly maintain those, and that's pretty much the only thing they have to maintain. For the most part, the thing keeps itself clean, and it's made of stainless steel, so it ain't going anywhere. It's doing good. But Margie Blah with a $10 super chat. Margie Blah, thank you so much for the very generous $10 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club 2 times today. Much, 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 much appreciated. Margie, here's some blossoming trees right for you. How's that? And if you just tuned in, I'm going to go into the main grove and we're going to see a lot more blossoming trees. Has the sphere been renovated over the years? No, Rick, it stays exactly the way it was back in 1964-65. The only difference from today's Unisphere to the original Unisphere is that today's Unisphere, it doesn't feature the lighted capitals. So the globe used to have capitals that had lights coming out of them. So unfortunately, they unplugged the Unisphere after the World's Fair. So, but that's the only thing missing. Also, what's also the main other part that's missing is there were large stanchions all around the Unisphere that created a very unique lighting package on the sculpture to make it look like it had like clouds and kind of look like it was like rotating. So the lighting package, from what I mentioned this earlier, the lighting package from what I have read was so convincing that a lot of people thought this whole thing rotated. But the Unisphere is basically exactly the same as it was back in 1964-65. Again, the only main point of maintenance is these tension wires right here. They act like spokes on a wheel, on a bicycle rim. But that's pretty much the only thing. But they're so well hit, you know, like the way they are, they're irregular in placement. So when you look at it as a whole, you really can't tell that they're there. So the orbit rings look like they're floating. But Travis Weeks, welcome to the show. Touring different places, you're more than welcome. But anyway, we got some nice trees here blossoming. But let's get to that main area again. I'm really nervous that these are not going to be here for the next couple of days. So these may disappear, which would be kind of sad if they do. Well, look at this. I just can't get over it. I really can't get over it. It's incredible that they're already coming out. AWOL, welcome. And Margie Blah just became a member of Dutch Moz Plus. Margie Blah, thank you so much for having faith in me as a content creator to join my channel. Please enjoy all those custom emojis that John Lore just posted. Looks like we just had an influx of photographers coming in. We have photographers coming into the park. Let's get over to that grove again. Let's get over to that grove. I have a feeling there's going to be more people there now that everyone's waking up. The one good thing about Flushing Meadows is that it's a pain in the ass for everyone to get here. Thanks, Bobby Moses. I understand that it's in the center of the city geographically, but come on. Anyway. Lino, you're more than welcome. Lino, I am a licensed New York City tour guide, so that is, I'm contractually obligated to sometimes embellish, but for the most part, tell you the truth. In a fun, informative story kind of way. The tent of tomorrow, off in the back, off in the distance there. And the beautiful Unisphere. And 4D Philosophy with a $5 super chat. 4D Philosophy. Thank you so much for the very generous $5 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club. Much, much, much appreciated, 4D. I try to excel at history. I try my best. But thank you so much, 4D, for the very generous $5 super chat. Dedicated towards man's inspiration, towards peace and mutual understanding, symbolizing his achievement in an expanding universe, the Unisphere. Right here, 700,000 pounds of stainless steel standing at 140 feet tall. The globe has a diameter of 120 feet, a 12-story building. Gregory, yes. For the most part, Gregory, yes. Robert Moses really ruffled a lot of feathers to get this World's Fair off and running for 64-65. He pissed off a lot of people, and in doing so, his stature as a politician and as in a sense, a builder was quite diminished after this World's Fair. But then again, he was the end of an era. British Gray, welcome to the show. Hope you're doing well. Good afternoon. Well, we got the best emojis on this channel. That's right. Oh, you were looking at the rockets. Oh, that's right. You're all the way. So Rocket Park, USA is kind of way over there on the other side of the highway. So then, yeah. So then I understand how you could miss the Unisphere and all that. But it's on the other side. So behind, this is the New York City Pavilion. This is where we're going to be ending our live stream in about 40 minutes. This is where the panorama of New York City is. This is also the first home of the United Nations before it went over to 42nd Street. In this building, the partition of Israel was created and the birth of UNICEF happened. Weather conditions, a little on the other side of Long Island right now in Brooklyn. It's 45 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 7 degrees Celsius to you and me. It's mostly cloudy with the wind blowing out of the east-southeast at 2 miles an hour. That's 3 kilometers an hour to you and me. The relative humidity is 59%. So the custom emojis are available for all channel members, regardless if you're on a laptop or a phone or a computer. Those emojis are for everybody. That's thanks to YouTube. YouTube does that. So you get those custom emojis once you become a channel member. Lino, you have no idea. I obsess over this stuff, Lino. You're back, baby? Scott, you're just in time. We're going to go back to that grove of blossoming trees over there. Gotta make our way back to those blossoming trees there and get some views. We're approaching 200 viewers. It's a shame that people are tuning out again. But we're going to see those blossoming trees one more time before heading on in to the New York City Pavilion and the panorama coming up next a little after 1 o'clock, maybe even right at 1. Yeah, no, absolutely. Oh, you can't access /see them. Well, are you a member of the channel, Shar? It's $5 a month to join Dutch Moz Plus. I only have one level of membership. So for a time, yes, the Queens Museum was partially a ice skating rink. I always forget exactly how the custom emoji area looks on a laptop or anything like that. Oh no, so somebody gifted to you a month ago. Okay. Somebody gifted you a month. Okay, awesome. I don't know how you can get that. I don't know how you can not get it. Oh, there you go. Click on the smiley face next to the comment box. Then it should come up. Try it on your iPhone. There you go. Stephanie Stearns, thank you so much. I always forget exactly how that looks, so I wish I was better explaining how to access that. And I wish YouTube told me who's gifting memberships. So if you are gifting memberships, I know Phyllis, I know you've gifted a few memberships, but it's like I think there's 2 more of you who have been gifting memberships. So if you did, I appreciate that. First time seeing this park was Men in Black. He was 9 years old. Awesome. Oh, now you can do it. Awesome, Shar. Let's get back in here. Let's get back in here. Let's get back in here. Because I have a feeling these guys are not going to last very long. Oh, wow. Wow, Darren, that's crazy. So there were concerts actually all over the fair. But this was another area where they had concerts, was right here in the Tent of Tomorrow here at the New York Pavilion. So above this, there would have been like a roof here made of plexiglass tiles. And so that would kind of partially cover the space here. And then on the ground here was an entire mosaic of the state of New York as a Hagstrom map. It's pretty cool. Margie, look at this. Isn't this crazy? Look at this. This is not going to last long. This is why I'm here. Later on today, it's going to start raining, and I have a feeling a lot of this is going to fall off. Yeah, no, I have a feeling we're going to lose all these blossoms here. After the next few days here, we're not going to have them. How crazy is this, guys? Ed, if you could get out here today, I would recommend it, but get out here tomorrow if you can. I don't know how long this is gonna last. I mean, today and tomorrow, I mean, overnight tonight it's gonna rain and snow. I mean, it might look amazing early tomorrow, right after it snows, like this time tomorrow, like 11 o'clock in the morning. It might be really amazing to come out here. Margie, stunning, right? Margie, it's members like you who keep these broadcasts coming, and more importantly, helps me do these pretty much every single day, if not 6 days a week. When I could get out and show you guys this stuff. And all channel members are directly responsible for me being able to afford 2 cell phone plans so I can have a really good connection when I show you guys this stuff. But this is like, oh, look, somebody already ripped one off. Somebody already ripped one off. I hope this thing fell off. I hope somebody didn't like rip this off. Wow. But I want to bring these home to my wife, but they're not going to last in my bag. Got a couple that are closed here. I'm going to smell them right now. Let's do it. I should bring it home to the wife, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, these are nice. Beautiful. They shouldn't be blossoming. It's too early. Right, I should attempt to bring these home to the wife because she deserves it. See, the problem is once I put this in my bag, it's gonna get squashed. Oh, these smell really nice. Yeah, brownie points are always good, right? Yeah, smell them if you got them. But let me, I'm gonna put this in my bag. It's a shame that I think somebody ripped this off. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in my bag and try to keep it nice. Hold on a second here. Oh my God, you know, you're right. I'm gonna have to put it in like a special zipper part. Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves as I go through my bag. Let's see here. Where can I put this? I think I have a spot. All right. I think I found a good spot. Oh, that it has room in. I put it in my hair, right? If you're going to San Francisco, make sure to wear some flowers in your hair. What a place to put the camera. Do you like that, Ed? Ed, I did go to school for this. Yeah, flower child. That's right. Real pretty out here, guys. Wow. I'm so happy I could share this with you guys. This is the magic of live stream, that I could transport you here to this little corner of Flushing Meadows, Corona Park. Can you get a high five? You got a high five. There you go. High five. Really? Oh, that's a beautiful thing, Lena. The Apprentice, welcome. Right, hippie. Lynn Everson, welcome. Beautiful blooms indeed, Lynn. Good to see you. Good to see you, Denise. Welcome. It's a trip coming out here, I'll tell you that, Jay Chulo. Sandra Ann, welcome. Ed Allen, good to see you. I don't know exactly what's the name of these trees here. That's one thing I don't know. I think these trees were gifted, though, from the government of Japan to New York City. Sandra Ann, good to see you. I hope you have a great weekend, too. Let's just take these in. Like, I don't know if these are sakura trees. There's a few different trees that are like you would consider cherry blossoms. So I don't know exactly what trees these are. If anyone could look them up, that'd be much appreciated right now. I'm not a good arborist. Yeah, there's different species of cherry trees, and they bloom at different times. This is the magic of trying to catch all this here in New York. So starting like now, it's like literally starting now for the next like 3 weeks. You got to get out there and catch this stuff because you're going to miss it. It's very ephemeral. It doesn't last long. But see, these guys here are going to eventually blossom too. Like this little guy here is going to blossom. Like eventually all these will blossom. But I mean, I really can't get over this. Bagels and Walks, good to see you. Everybody follow Bagels and Walks. A great live streamer from the Upper East Side. Good to see you there, Sean. Unbelievable blossoms here in Flushing Meadows, Corona Park. I've been seeing this come together for the last few days over on Instagram. Ah, there we go. Bill Thomas with it. Cherry or crabapple. There you go. Oh, here we go. We have a plaque here. Finally. I knew there was a plaque around here. So there's a fond... Oh, look, this is for this tree here. Okay. Oh, this is just for this tree here. There's a plaque around here. If anyone could direct you to the plaque, I believe there's a plaque for all these trees here. I believe there's a plaque for all these trees. And I don't know where that plaque is. I should just walk around the perimeter right now and look for this plaque. Or it could be gone. The plaque could not be there. The plaque may be missing. Well, no, John, that tree hasn't blossomed yet. That tree hasn't blossomed yet. So that tree hasn't even starting to get going. So a lot of the trees here along the edge here have nothing on it at all. It's just here in this interior area here where you have these trees. Kevin Campbell, welcome. Eric Perez, welcome on into the show. Welcome to Flushing Meadows, Corona Park. There you go. A cherry blossom, also known as Japanese cherry or sakura, is the flower of many trees, prunus and prunus slug. I'm curious, okay. They're common species in East Asia, including China, especially Japan. And cherry trees are Yoshino variety and were gifted by Japanese residents of New York in 1912. Whoa, really? 1912? That's crazy. Yeah, I'm not an arborist either. No, I am not a storied arborist. No, unfortunately. Yeah, Lino, there's many different varieties of trees that blossom at various times. Good to see you, Neil and Flatbush. Welcome on into the show. Oh, Ed, it would be beautiful. Ed, it will be beautiful to have some of these trees in front of your house. Diana Lee, good to see you. Welcome. Spring's first blossoms. So Ed, right now at the New York State Pavilion, we're rehabilitating the structure. They're adding an all-new lighting package to the structure, so it's going to be lit up soon, and eventually it's going to be turned into some kind of venue. I really hope it's turned into some kind of performance venue, and also they could recreate the terracotta road map. They could completely recreate that, so I think they should just recreate a new one and make it an amazing performance space. Good afternoon, Neville. Yep, Flushing Meadows is looking great today. Yes, indeed. Robert, welcome. But how crazy is this? This is crazy. This is why I'm very grateful for social media. I mean, I would have not known that these trees were blossoming this early if it wasn't because of Instagram, so. 7 more days, there you go, touring different places. Yeah, they could just recreate it, Ramona. Your band auditioned there, wow, that's pretty cool. There you go, apprentice. Let's get a nice little pano shot here for you guys. Get a little artistic here with our shot composition. Look at, I can't get over this. I really cannot get over this. Bagels and walks. Very gorgeous. Very nice indeed. Bagels and walks. Arjan, bagels and walks. One of the best. One of the best. I know. Bagels and walks. Sean, you hear about this? I have more faith for the snow coming in Monday night into Saturday. As for the snow that's coming in overnight tonight, it's going to be a wet, not very pleasant snow, I have a feeling. And we do have a snow burst scheduled for like tomorrow morning around 9, 10 in the morning. And it might be good to go live stream out in that, but other than that, I don't think it's going to be a very enjoyable snow. Now, Monday going into Tuesday, that's a whole other story. But JC Browser, welcome to the show. And the Boss 51, welcome. Good to see you, Boss 51. You went to the World's Fair twice when you was 13 and 14. Nice. So that means the Boss F51 went to this pavilion right here, the New York State Pavilion. Probably took the elevator up to the top. Get an overall view of the fair. The captain and the squad, good to see you. The sun coming in and out of the clouds, making these trees pop ever so slightly. Here in the shadow of the tent of tomorrow. Ted, good to see you. You're going to be here Sunday. That's a beautiful thing. Safe travels, Ted. Hope you enjoy New York. No, Diana, no. It's not going to be a very visual, pleasing snow. Oh my goodness, Ramona, that's a beautiful thing. I could just literally walk through here for hours and not get tired. This is just so nice to wander around in here right now. Went to the fair, bought you your first illegal beer at the Schaefer Pavilion. Now you're talking, Ed. Now you're talking. I hope you enjoyed that nice ice cold Schaefer beer. Your mother went to the World's Fair in Flushing, Queens. There you go. Yep, that's where we're at right now. So your mom perused these grounds of the Flushing Meadow too. Respect the face. Good to see you. Welcome on into the show. That's one of my obsessions, to have a beer at the Schaefer Pavilion. What was it, the world's longest beer bar or beer hall? It had some kind of world's longest title to it. Bring your kids to have their first beer at the Schaefer Pavilion. That's right. Schaefer is the one beer to have when you're having more than one. Give my kid two, bartender. Give my kid two. Schaefer is the one beer to have when you're having more than one. Schaefer pleasure never fades, even when your thirst is done. The most rewarding flavor in this man's world for people who are having fun. Schaefer is the one beer to have when you're having more than one. I want a Schaefer now. The world's no, they had bathrooms for that, Diana. They had plenty of bathrooms for that. I like how people are coming out here with their kids. Everyone's coming, taking pictures here. Coconut Telegraph. Tell me another live streamer who does that. Help me right now. Norm out there in Bangor, Pennsylvania. Welcome. Right, 2 beers, 2 slices of pizza. JC, doesn't get better than that. Of course with vibrato, I'm trained. I'm trained, damn nabbit. I'm trained in linguistic arts. What I would love to do if I ever had a time travel machine is you know what I would love to do? Go down to Louis Armstrong's house over on 108th Street. Right? Go have a nice ice cold Schaefer with Louis Armstrong, then walk over here to the 64 or 65 World's Fair. Oh my God, can you imagine? She'll be here tomorrow, boss. Ange is more than welcome to follow me around. She's good people. Her and Joe are good people. So I hope Ange is able to enjoy these beautiful cherry blossoms tomorrow too. And everyone, if you don't know, follow Yo Ange, a great live streamer from the Upper West Side. I hope she's able to get out here. I hope Sean's able to get out here. I mean, I'm very nervous about these cherry blossoms here. I don't think they're going to last. Right, beers and tacos, burgers and beers. Oh, guys are making me hungry and I want to drink. Guys are making me hungry and I want to drink. Yeah, Dutch can do many things. I could do many things. That's right. I know, bagels and walks. I know this weather. I'm going to be looking at Instagram and Twitter very closely the next couple of days to see how this shapes up here. I mean, tomorrow, like in the afternoon, you might get some crazy picture here with all the petals here on the floor, and so you'll have like a pink carpet and oh, you got it, Austin. You got it. Come on out the Seagate. Let's see, we got another plaque here. Okay. So some of these trees are planted in honor of people, but I think there's a plaque for these trees overall. The sun doing its darndest to try to come out right now. All right. Coming up on, let's see here, we're an hour and 40 minutes into the broadcast. So what is it like there? It's 12:45, right? Something like that. Gonna have to start making my way over to the New York City Pavilion to recalibrate the live stream and more importantly check on into the Queens Museum. I have to use my phone for my ticket, so I'll have to end the live stream and then come back on in a few minutes after I use the bathroom. There you go, 12:45. My internal clock and guidance is correct. Just in time for daylight savings time. Mike B there, welcome. My internal clock is on par, is on course. Let's start wandering down. Let's start wandering down towards the New York City Pavilion, and we're gonna go to the panorama. Unfortunately, the panorama audio is not ready to go for today. Unfortunately, I can't find it in my phone. It's like buried in my phone somewhere. So we're just gonna enjoy the panorama without the audio accompaniment. Yeah, next week it's gonna be all screwed up, John Lauren. I gotta work next week, so that means right when I get better after getting over a cold, I gotta work out in the rain and who knows what else. I really hope I don't have to work tomorrow morning, but I think people might want to do a bike tour in the snow, which is fine, but anyway. I don't want to work in the snow. Let's get one last look at these amazing blossoms, and not too soon as the Rugrats enter the scene. Got some Instagram. Oh, the kids are already climbing the trees. The kids have immediately taken to climbing the trees to take the cherry blossoms off because they gotta last too long. They're gonna last just too long. But one last look here. One last look here. Yeah, my daily reminder. They're over there, literally already climbing the damn trees. Okay, let's get one last pass through here, because again, this is not gonna last very long. Oh, see, look, the kids are climbing the trees because, you know. Yeah, can we put an end to daylight savings time? Wouldn't that be great? Oh, God. Don't you love the sound of traffic from LaGuardia? Me too, Ed. Me too. Let's get our last views here, and then we'll start making our way over to the Queen's Museum. Stay tuned. Make sure the notification bell is turned on, because I'm going to come right back on in about 10 minutes. I'm going to retitle the live stream or title up the live stream, and then start up from the world's largest architectural scale model coming up in a few minutes here on this very YouTube channel. Zutro, good to see you. I'm doing great. I hope I'm able to share some of these amazing views here, these very early blossoming cherry blossom trees here. But now let's begin to make our way. Yeah, we caught some cherry blossoms at BBG before that nor'easter. Yeah, you remember that there, Ramona? That's why I feel like I gotta do this now. It's like, boy, you don't know how long these things are gonna last. You get one good rainstorm, one good windstorm, and that's it. So you gotta get out and enjoy them while you can. Julie Ross, welcome. We're beginning to make our transition over to the New York City Pavilion now. And we're going to start up a fresh live stream. I have to use my phone to check in to the Queen's Museum here. Thanks for hitting that like button to everyone who did. As the kids proceed to destroy the trees. Let's get to 200 likes. That'll be fantastic. Yeah, the trees are blooming in this little grove here. The trees are blooming. Let's get one last look here. I almost don't want to leave, because it's like this is not going to last very long, but as you can see, the kids climbing the trees, making sure we ruin the trees. Ted, yes, if we have a strong northeast wind, then yeah, then they use the runway 4 approach. Plainview Park is okay, but LaGuardia Landing Lights Park is better. You get right underneath the landing pattern there, so they fly straight over your head. And it's pretty cool. Lutz Gallant, welcome. But one of my favorite live streams to do coming up, one of my favorite live streams, and that is the panorama of New York City. Coming up next, Boss is watching in Northampton, Massachusetts. Visit the city a lot, and have learned a lot from my streams. I appreciate that, Boss. Yeah, and one of Nabul's favorite broadcasts that we do here from time to time, the panorama, the world's largest architectural scale model, last completely updated way back in 1994. So the skyline on the panorama is a bit dated, but there are some new structures added to the map, like Brooklyn Bridge Park, the new Yankee Stadium, and Citi Field. But Zucho's checking on in from East Harlem. Good to see you. Leela, you like the panorama too? It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, if you want some plane spotting, you got to go to the TWA Hotel. That's right. I forget the direction of the wind for that one. I think you got to do maybe a west-southwest wind think it's a west-southwest wind. You'll get the nice takeoffs and landings at the TWA Hotel. There's a big tour group here in front of us. I think all these people are going over to the cherry blossoms. There's somebody doing a tour right now. That's a big group. Making their way. We've got a tour bus right over there. And there's the tent up tomorrow and the Queen's Theater. And a little Queen's squirrel. Oh, the little Queen's squirrel said, oh, okay. Little Queen's squirrel is skittish. Okay. One of the great Rupert's cousins, maybe. But Friday, start of the weekend. Yes, indeed. So Zutro, it's absolutely free to visit the Queen's Museum. Absolutely free to visit the Queen's Museum, and the Queen's Museum is right here in the old New York City Pavilion for the 1939-1940 World's Fair and also for the 1964-65 World's Fair. And Lynn Evanson with a $5 super chat. Lynn, thank you so much for the very generous $5 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club. Much, much, much appreciated. Stay tuned, Lynn. I'm going to come back on in a few moments. I'm going to check on into the Queen's Museum and then set up the live stream for our panorama experience. You're about to see the world's largest architectural scale model, but we're going to take a little break because I have to use the phone here for my ticket to go into the Queen's Museum. But let's get this nice. Here's our closing shot. Early blossoming trees at the base of the Unisphere. This is where little Amal was. I remember that, Tunisia. This is where I met you. That was a fun moment, Tunisia. That was a fun memory. That was a real fun memory. I hope you're doing well. That was a real fun memory. Yes, this is the old United Nations building where the Queen's Museum is today. The first headquarters for the United Nations before it moves over to Manhattan. But ladies and gentlemen, just wow. As the sun comes back out for a moment, just wow. Unbelievable views of all these blossoming trees, and we're finishing it out with an amazing view of the Unisphere. Oh my goodness. Wasn't that amazing? It was fun. This was fun. But now it's time to go into the Queen's Museum, everyone. So stay tuned. Make sure you hit that notification bell because I'm going to come back on in about 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. And we'll be inside the Queen's Museum to look and gander at the world's largest architectural scale model. Hey, are you new to the channel? Make sure to subscribe to the Dutch Moz Family Networks here on YouTube and on Instagram, all same name at Dutch Moz. And if you do subscribe here on YouTube, make sure you hit the notification bell because I never know when I'm going to go live next. But I will be live in the next 15 minutes from inside the Queen's Museum. But from 700,000 pounds of United States stainless steel, this is Dutch Moz signing off here at the Unisphere. Have a great Queen's Day, whether you live here or not. I want you to hug your loved ones, cherish the moments. And good afternoon, good evening, and good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. I'll see y'all in about 10 minutes, maybe 15. The Unisphere, baby. See y'all soon, folks. Bye-bye.